Last night you were flying over a city. Then suddenly you were back in school, late for an exam you never studied for. Then your dead grandmother was making you breakfast, and then your alarm went off. What just happened? You were dreaming. And here's the thing. Every single person on earth does it, every night, without choosing to, without being able to stop it, but nobody fully knows why. Scientists have been studying dreams for over 100 years. We have theories, we have data, we have brain scans, and we still don't have a complete answer. That's how weird dreams are. So today, we're going to go through everything we actually know about dreams, what they are, why they happen, what your brain is doing while you dream, and why some dreams feel more real than your actual life. First, what even is a dream? A dream is a series of images, emotions, sensations, and stories that your brain creates while you sleep. You're not controlling it. You're not consciously choosing any of it. Your brain is just running a movie by itself. And your brain does this almost every single night. That even if you don't remember it, studies show that most people have 4 to 6 dreams per night. But most people only remember 1 or none at all. So right now there's a version of you that dreamed last night. They went somewhere, they saw people, they felt things, and you have absolutely no memory of it. To understand why we dream, you first need to understand sleep. Because dreaming doesn't happen randomly. It happens during a very specific stage of sleep called REM sleep. REM stands for rapid eye movement. And yes, during this stage, your eyes are literally moving back and forth under your eyelids. Fast, like you're watching something. REM sleep usually starts about 90 minutes after you fall asleep. Your first REM period is short, maybe 10 minutes. But as the night goes on, each REM period gets longer. By your last REM cycle before waking up, you could be in REM for 45 minutes to an hour. That's a lot of dreaming. During REM sleep, your brain is almost as active as when you're awake. Your heart rate increases, your breathing gets irregular, and your body becomes temporarily paralyzed. Yes, paralyzed. Your brain literally shuts down your muscles, so you don't act out your dreams. That paralysis is called atonia, and it's actually protecting you. Without it, you'd be jumping out of bed, running, swinging your arms, acting out everything happening in your dream. So your brain is fully active, creating a vivid experience while your body is completely frozen. That's strange. Why would your brain do this? What's the point? Here's where it gets interesting, because scientists actually have several competing theories, and none of them fully wins. Theory number 1, dreams help you process emotions. This is one of the most popular theories right now. The idea is that while you sleep, your brain is replaying emotional experiences from your day, but in a safe environment with lower stress hormones, so it can process them without the full emotional weight. Think of it like this. Something stressful happened to you today. During the day, you're too busy surviving to fully process it. But at night, your brain opens the file, looks at it, feels it, and files it away properly. Dreams might be that process happening out loud. This would explain why, after a terrible day, you often have strange, emotional, chaotic dreams. Your brain is working overtime. Theory number 2, dreams are memory consolidation. During the day, your brain collects enormous amounts of information. At night, it has to sort through all of it, deciding what to keep, what to delete, and where to store things. Some scientists believe dreams are a side effect of this process. As your brain is moving memories from short-term to long-term storage, it's sort of replaying them. And you experience that replay as a dream. This is why students who study before bed often dream about what they studied. Their brain is literally practicing the material overnight. And here's something wild. People who sleep after learning something new perform better on tests than people who stayed awake. Sleep is not rest. Sleep is active learning. Theory number 3. Dreams are threat simulation. This one comes from a Finnish philosopher named Antti Revonsuo. His idea is that dreams evolved as a survival mechanism. Throughout human history, life was dangerous. Predators, enemies, natural disasters, death everywhere. Revonsuo argues that dreaming was your brain's way of practicing for these threats, running simulations of dangerous scenarios so you'd be better prepared in real life. This explains why so many common dreams involve being chased, falling, being attacked, or being trapped. Your ancient brain is running threat drills. Even though you're safe in your bed, your brain is treating it like military training. Think about nightmares now. Under this theory, nightmares aren't a malfunction. They're your brain being extra serious about preparing you for danger, which is honestly both fascinating and deeply annoying. Theory number 4. Dreams have no purpose. This is the unpopular opinion at the science party. Some researchers believe that dreams are simply a byproduct of brain activity during sleep. meaningless noise, like the sound a machine makes while it's working. Under this theory, your brain is doing important maintenance work during sleep, and dreams are just random sparks of activity that your brain, always trying to make sense of things, turns into a story. There's no message, no purpose, just neural static. Most scientists today don't fully believe this, but it's still on the table. Now, why do some dreams feel so incredibly real? You've had them. Dreams where you woke up and had to convince yourself it wasn't real. Dreams that left you emotionally wrecked for half the morning. This happens because during REM sleep, the part of your brain responsible for logic and reality checking, the prefrontal cortex, is largely offline. It's not doing its usual job of saying, wait, this doesn't make sense. So your emotional brain, the amygdala, is running the show, and your amygdala doesn't fact check. It just feels. That's why in dreams, you fully believe you can fly. You fully believe your dead relative is alive. You fully believe the monster is real, because the part of your brain that would say, no, that's impossible, is sleeping. This also explains lucid dreaming. A lucid dream is when you become aware that you're dreaming while you're still dreaming. And in some cases, you can actually take control of the dream. In a lucid dream, your prefrontal cortex partially wakes up, just enough to recognize the dream state, while the rest of your brain stays in the dream. It's one of the strangest experiences a human brain can have. About 55% of people have had at least one lucid dream in their life, and some people practice it, training themselves to recognize when they're dreaming and then choosing what happens next. Basically, they figured out how to run their own brain's movie studio. Now let's talk about something darker, nightmares and night terrors, because they're not the same thing and most people don't know that. A nightmare is a bad dream. It happens during REM sleep. You're scared, stressed, chased, falling, failing. You usually wake up from it and remember it clearly. Upsetting, but relatively normal. A night terror is different. Night terrors happen during non-REM sleep, usually in the first few hours of the night. The person experiencing it might scream, thrash around, sit up in bed, eyes wide open, completely terrified, but they're not actually awake. And in the morning, they remember nothing. Night terrors are more common in children, but adults can have them too, and they're genuinely alarming to witness. Someone screaming in absolute terror, seemingly awake, but totally unconscious. Let's also talk about recurring dreams. Why do some people keep having the same dream over and over? You keep dreaming you're back at school. You keep dreaming your teeth fall out. You keep dreaming you're late for something important. Most sleep researchers believe recurring dreams are your brain flagging an unresolved emotional issue. It keeps coming back to the same dream because it hasn't finished processing whatever that dream represents. The dream keeps showing up until the brain gets what it needs. Interestingly, recurring nightmares often stop after the person addresses the underlying issue, therapy, a major life change, or simply confronting whatever they were avoiding. And what about the dreams you can't remember? Why do some dreams vanish the second you wake up? When you wake up, your brain rapidly shifts from dream mode to reality mode. Norepinephrine, a chemical linked to memory formation, dosing is very low during REM sleep, so dream memories are extremely fragile. They don't get properly stored. The moment your brain switches gears, the dream dissolves. This is why if you want to remember a dream, you have to write it down or think about it the moment you wake up. Before your brain moves on. Even 30 seconds of checking your phone can erase the whole thing. So here's where we are. We dream every night. We spend roughly 2 hours dreaming per night. Over a 70-year life, that's about 50,000 hours. That's nearly 6 full years spent in a world your brain invented. And we still don't fully know why. Maybe it's emotional processing, maybe it's memory storage, maybe it's threat simulation, maybe it's all three at once, or maybe it's something we haven't discovered yet. What we do know is this: your brain never fully turns off. Even when you're unconscious, it's working. It's sorting, processing, practicing, and creating. Dreams might be the closest thing we have to seeing that process from the inside. Tonight, when you close your eyes, your brain is going to build an entire world. It will populate it with people, places, and stories. It will make you feel things. And like when you wake up, most of it will be gone. That's not nothing. That's one of the most remarkable things a human brain does. And we've barely started to understand it. Sweet dreams. Like, comments, share, and subscribe our channel. Thank you.